Scene script. Have you ever stopped to consider how the Earth's natural phenomena can change our lives in the blink of an eye? This is a question that often goes unasked, unpondered. Yet the answer lies in the inherent, unpredictable power of nature. It's a power that's both awe-inspiring and terrifying, capable of creating and destroying in an instant. Imagine the ground beneath you shaking, buildings swaying, the very earth you stand on betraying your trust. That's the raw, unfiltered power of an earthquake, a violent release of the Earth's energy causing seismic waves that make the ground shake. Now picture the ocean. It's calm, serene. Then, in a heartbeat, it transforms into a monstrous force, a tsunami, a series of ocean waves with incredibly long wavelengths, triggered by underwater disturbances charging towards the coastlines with the speed of a jet plane. Or consider the wind. It's often a gentle breeze, a welcome respite, but at its most fierce it morphs into a hurricane. A swirling vortex of destruction with torrential rains and wind speeds that can exceed 200 miles per hour. And then there are volcanoes, majestic mountainous vents in the Earth's crust, but beneath their serene exterior they harbor a fiery temperament. Volcanic eruptions, the spectacular yet destructive phenomena, spew out molten rock, ash, and gases, affecting vast areas and causing global climatic changes. These natural disasters, each unique, each devastating, are testament to the inevitable power of nature. They're reminders of our vulnerability, of how our lives, our world, can be reshaped in moments by these uncontrollable forces. But they are also calls to action. They demand understanding, preparation, and resilience. For it's only through comprehending these natural phenomena can we hope to mitigate their effects, to protect ourselves and our communities. As we delve deeper into each disaster, remember, understanding these forces of nature is the first step towards resilience. Imagine standing still and the ground beneath you starts to shake violently. That's an earthquake for you. Earthquakes are natural phenomena that occur when there's a sudden release of energy in the Earth's crust, creating seismic waves that make the ground shake. At the heart of these disturbances are tectonic plates, massive slabs of Earth's lithosphere that fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. These plates are in constant motion, albeit at a glacial pace. When they collide or slide past each other, the result can be a dramatic and destructive release of energy, an earthquake. These quakes can trigger a variety of effects. The most immediate and recognizable is the shaking of the ground. But there's more. The intense shaking can cause landslides, especially in hilly or mountainous areas. It can also lead to ground liquefaction, a process where saturated soil temporarily loses strength and behaves like a liquid. Moreover, if an earthquake strikes beneath the ocean, it can displace a colossal amount of water, giving rise to tsunamis. These series of waves can travel vast distances across the ocean, causing destruction when they reach the coastlines. The human and economic impacts of earthquakes can be profound. Lives may be lost, homes and infrastructure destroyed, and communities devastated. The economic toll can run into billions, even trillions of dollars. The 2011 earthquake in Japan, for instance, is estimated to have caused about $360 billion in damages, making it the costliest natural disaster in history. But every cloud has a silver lining. Earthquakes teach us invaluable lessons about our planet and its dynamic nature. They push us to develop better building codes, to create more accurate prediction models, and to cultivate a culture of preparedness. They remind us of our vulnerability but also of our resilience and our capacity to rebuild and recover. When the earth shakes, it leaves a trail of devastation but also lessons for us to learn. A wave taller than a building racing towards the shore, that's the terrifying reality of a tsunami. Now let's dive into what causes these monstrous waves. Tsunamis are primarily triggered by undersea earthquakes. Imagine the Earth's crust as a jigsaw puzzle, made up of pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are constantly shifting and sliding past each other, but sometimes they get stuck. The pent-up energy builds until, finally, it's released in a violent jolt. This seismic activity displaces vast amounts of water, forming waves that can travel at jetliner speeds across the ocean. But what happens when these waves reach the shore? That's when the real horror of a tsunami unfolds. As the seafloor nears the land, it becomes shallower, causing the tsunami to slow down but increase in height dramatically. The wave can surge onto land, causing widespread flooding and destruction. Buildings, bridges, roads, nothing is safe from its wrath. The force of a tsunami can be so great that it wipes out entire coastal communities, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The loss of life can be staggering. Tsunamis have claimed hundreds of thousands of lives throughout history. The Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004 is a grim reminder of just how deadly they can be. In the blink of an eye, over 200,000 people lost their lives, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters on record. Tsunamis also have long-term effects. They can drastically alter landscapes, turning lush, vibrant communities into barren wastelands. They can contaminate fresh water supplies and fertile lands with salt water, making them unfit for human consumption or agriculture. The recovery process is often long and challenging, requiring significant resources and international aid. Tsunamis remind us of the immense power the sea holds, a power that can change landscapes and lives forever. They are a stark reminder of why we must respect and understand the forces of nature, because only then can we hope to mitigate their impact and protect our communities. Imagine a storm so powerful that it can flatten cities and cause floods that last for weeks. Welcome to the world of hurricanes. Hurricanes, these monstrous tropical cyclones, originate from a surprisingly benign source: warm ocean waters. Picture this: a vast expanse of the ocean, bathed in sunlight, its surface temperature rising above 26 degrees Celsius. This warmth powers the transformation of a simple weather disturbance into a hurricane. The heat energy from the water fuels the evaporation of the sea surface, creating a moist, upward spiraling wind. As this wind gains momentum, a low-pressure area forms at the center, drawing in more warm, moist air and setting the stage for a hurricane. But what makes hurricanes so devastating? Well, it's not just one, but a trifecta of destructive forces. First, there's the heavy rainfall. A mature hurricane can dump up to 2.5 centimeters of rain per hour over a wide area, leading to widespread flooding. Picture towns submerged, roads washed away, homes turned into islands. Next, there's the strong wind. With speeds exceeding 150 kilometers an hour, these winds can uproot trees, tear off roofs, and turn loose objects into deadly projectiles. Imagine walking in a wind tunnel, where even standing upright is a struggle. Lastly, we have the storm surge. This is a massive increase in sea level caused by the hurricane's winds pushing water towards the shore. The surge can reach up to 6 meters high, inundating coastal areas and causing massive destruction. The human and economic impacts of hurricanes are staggering. Lives are lost, properties destroyed, and economies crippled. Entire communities can be displaced, and the damage can take years, even decades, to repair. Yet, despite their destructive power, hurricanes play a vital role in our planet's climatic system. They distribute heat from the tropics to the cooler regions, helping to maintain the Earth's temperature balance. Hurricanes, a whirlwind of nature's fury, show us how the sky and sea can conspire to unleash destruction. Picture a mountain spewing fire and molten rock, altering the landscape and sky. That's a volcanic eruption. Now let's delve into the causes and effects of these dramatic natural events. Volcanic eruptions are the result of an intricate dance between the Earth's crust and its molten core. Beneath our feet, the Earth's mantle is a swirling, heated mess of magma. When this magma rises towards the Earth's surface, the pressure decreases, causing the magma to expand and ultimately erupt from the volcano. This eruption can be explosive, sending ash and rock high into the atmosphere, or effusive, with lava slowly oozing out. These eruptions aren't just a spectacle of nature, they have profound effects on the environment, human life, and economies. When it comes to the environment, volcanic eruptions can be both destructive and constructive. They can obliterate entire ecosystems in their immediate vicinity, yet they also enrich the soil with nutrients from deep within the earth, promoting growth in the long run. The impact on human life is undeniably devastating. Volcanic eruptions can result in loss of life and property, displacement of communities, and long-term health issues due to the inhalation of ash and gases. Economically, the damages can be colossal. Infrastructure may be destroyed, agriculture can be severely affected, and the cost of rebuilding can run into billions. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Volcanic ash over time can enrich soils and boost agricultural productivity. Geothermal energy, harnessed from the heat of the Earth's interior, is a renewable and sustainable energy source. Plus, volcanic landscapes draw tourists from around the globe, boosting local economies. So, while volcanic eruptions are indeed a force to be reckoned with, they are also a testament to the dynamic, ever-changing nature of our planet. They remind us that we live on a fiery, lively world brimming with energy and potential. Volcanic eruptions, spectacular yet devastating, remind us of the fiery heart of our planet. Having explored the causes and effects of these disasters, how then can we protect ourselves and recover from such events? Resilience and recovery are two crucial elements when dealing with natural disasters. They're not just about bouncing back, but about learning, growing, and becoming stronger. Let's discuss some general strategies for disaster preparedness, response, and recovery. Firstly, education is key. It's crucial to understand the risks associated with different types of disasters and how they can affect us personally and as a community. This knowledge enables us to make informed decisions about where to live, what kind of insurance to buy, and which safety measures to put in place. Next, planning. Having a disaster plan in place can make all the difference when disaster strikes. This includes knowing evacuation routes, having a designated meeting place, and keeping emergency supplies handy. It's also a good idea to practice this plan regularly, so everyone knows what to do when the time comes. Community resilience is another essential factor. It's about how well a community can withstand a disaster and recover afterward. This involves everyone working together to prepare, respond, and recover. It's about building strong relationships, sharing resources, and supporting each other in times of need. Finally, recovery. This is the process of rebuilding and restoring after a disaster. It involves repairing or rebuilding physical structures, but also addressing emotional and psychological impacts. It's about coming together as a community, supporting each other, and finding strength in the face of adversity. In conclusion, resilience and recovery are not just about surviving a disaster, but about building a stronger, more resilient community. By educating ourselves, planning ahead, and working together, we can not only withstand natural disasters, but also come out stronger on the other side. Remember, understanding and preparing for natural disasters is not just about survival, but about building a resilient future.